Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I am your yarn host Jennifer, and today we are doing a tutorial on this. And I know my tank top underneath is really distracting. We're going to make this pineapple poncho. It looks complicated. There is counting in every row that is involved, but I promise you it's mostly just chains and double crochets and single crochets in the whole thing. And even if you are not real good at like fancy detailed work, I promise you if you just follow along with me, I will also put the notes in the description box so that you have the same notes that I'm following, because it is impossible to do this without having a list that you can check off what row you just did. Okay, so for this tutorial you are going to need I'm doing this in a 4-weight. I've had several people ask, like, you could make this in other weights. You're going to have to adjust your hook size accordingly. You are going to need, for this one, I used a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I used Lion Brand Roving Divigation, the ice cream yarn. Now I believe this has been discontinued. If you have 2 balls of this lying around, you could make this. I don't know what colorway this is. It's the green and pink and white one. It's got a little bit of tan in it too. This is what the stitch looks like. This took me a day to do. So about 8 hours complete time crocheting start to finish for me, but I do crochet fast. But I also was designing this, so it may take less or more time. Like I finished it in 8 hours designing it. So keep that in mind. It's not a big, large project. You are going to want to keep either written down what row you just did last. I have everything numbered. I will put everything in the description box for you guys. If you can copy and paste that into something in your phone or manually write it down on a piece of paper, like, feel free to do that. Just don't share it and pretend like you wrote the pattern. That will make me angry. Now, I believe this is, I'm trying to remember because I made this last week. I've had quite a few days in between designing, and I wrote down times 12, which tells me it's a multiple of 12. I started off with a foundation single crochet row of 72, but if you have a smaller body or you want a smaller neckline, it is a multiple of 12. It's meant to be giant, big, and circular, so you could lay this flat and it would lay out. So you're working in the round, okay? You're working completely in the round. I work in where you increase, so there's not actual, like, where you mark that there's an increase. I built that into the pattern, so that you don't have to keep track of that. That makes it a little bit simpler for us. If you want to make this with a smaller yarn, you're going to have to figure out is a multiple of 12. If you're working, you could. I want to really want to make one of these with my fancy bougie yarn. So I would have to figure out a chain of a multiple. Here is how you figure out how to fit it to your body, okay? Because it is open and round, you need to figure out what's going to fit over your head easily. 72 was big enough that it fit over my head and it lays exactly where I want it to lay on my shoulders. That might be plus 12 or minus 12 for you, depending on how big your neck is, how big your head is, you know. I don't give you stitch counts at the end of each row because that's so you can change the multiple of 12, and it's going to keep going out and expanding out, and is meant to be kind of ruffly, you know, like frilly, ruffly. This is what it looks like on a 3X/4X body. I will also include pictures of it on an extra small. It will look much more roughly on her, but it will still be beautiful. But of course, you can always make it a smaller size by just subtracting 12, subtracting 24 from 72, and starting there. And also, it will turn out smaller if you make it exactly by this pattern, but use a smaller hook and a smaller yarn. I pulled out some yarn options because I still have not decided. I'm filming the intro before I start the tutorial. Like I said, I used the ice cream roving divigation for this. I don't have 2 balls of this to make it again out of that, and that's discontinued, I believe. Other options, if I had another ball of this, we would be using the gradient from Premier Yarns, because this yarn is Num Nums. It is soft and silky and delicious. And it would be gorgeous in this. But I only have one of these, and you need 800 yards. This is part of the problem I have with this tour. I have no idea where we're going to go with this. This is the new Big Twist Jelly Bean. This would work fantastic for this, and this might be what we're using because I have 5 of these. I just need to figure out where I put them because I can't find them. So we need 800 yards of a worsted weight yarn. And again, I don't have the numbers. I'm not doing the math on any other thickness. You're going to have to, you need at least 800 yards of a worsted weight. Now, where you go from that, if you're using a skinny yarn or a fatter yarn, like, just make sure you have enough, okay? Just make sure you have enough. This is another option that would be beautiful on this. And if I had just one more of these, this would work. Or I could use this and then put like, because down here is a thick part, I could do this for the body and then do a solid for the bottom. I just don't know. This is the Big Twist Vortex. This would also work fantabulous. So you have lots of options. My suggestion, because the lace work, the pineapple stitch is intricate, and you want to see the pineapple stitch, you want it to stand out, which it does not with my tie-dyed shirt on. Use a yarn that does not have heavy striping. The striping will kill the design. This is a little bit busy. This might kind of kill the design. The reason this works is because the fading colors are very gentle. So you don't want something super stripy and you don't want something super variegated, which is another problem for cinnamon stitches because I have mostly striped and variegated yarns because those are my favorite to work with, which is why I'm leaning towards this, which is what I say this was, the jelly bean yarn, because I have enough of that. So to start, 4-weight. All of these yarns will work. Honestly, any 4-weight you have 800 yards of will work. If you want to make it in a 3-weight, go ahead, but you're going to need a little more yardage to make it the same size. So I would say probably for a 3-weight, I would have minimum of 1,000 yards. If you're going to do skinnier than that, make sure you have like 1,200 yards to make it the proper size. But I think this would be so beautiful in a fingering weight yarn, or even a 3-weight of like hand-dyed yarn. So I'm gonna go dig back into my stash. I will tell you what yarn we're using in the tutorial, and we are gonna go from there. So 5.5 millimeter hook, a pen and a paper, and just to keep track of everything. And I think that's all we need. I will let you know as we're going if we need something else, if something else will work or help us to keep track of everything. This is not a super hard, complicated pattern. Like, the whole top part is just mesh. So it's like double crochet and chains. It could not be simpler up the top part. And this is just a matter of counting. It's really not that difficult. And I will walk you through everything. We're going to make it together. It's going to be a group project. You can pause me and rewind me as much as you need to. It looks complicated, but it's not. And it's fun. And we're going to do it together. And I will see you in just a minute. Just for reference, this is what it looks like on a size extra small because she's extra, extra small. So if you're not plus size like I am, I would make a much smaller starting chain and go from there, because it still can be done, but you can wear it as an off-the-shoulder thing. That would be cute. So that's what it looks like on an extra small. Extra small. She's real tiny. She's like a size 3, I think. So I mean, it can be done, but it looks better on a bigger body. Alright, so like I said, we're working with a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, and I am using Pound of Love. Is all I can find. It's not my preference for this, but I've been looking for the right yarn for 3 days, and I just don't have the I'm trying to center pull, and I don't know why I'm trying to center pull. Let's see if it fits on my click clacker thing. This thing. I'm gonna say probably not. It does not in fact fit, so we have to center pull. Lessons from the yarn dungeon. The yarn cave. Alright. There we go. That was actually relatively easy. Okay, Pound of Love. And the color Pastel Green, which doesn't look green at all. It's kind of a beautiful blue color. Hopefully. See, here's the problem. When you're picking a yarn for a tutorial, and you guys may not know this, you have to pick a color that shows up on camera. You have to pick a camera, or like a yarn that, there's so many things you have to do. Now, I also have my headphones on because I really need to concentrate, and music helps me to do that. Alright. Now, like I said, we are going to do a foundation single crochet of 72. If you want the neckline smaller than that, you can subtract 12, you can subtract 24, as long as that first initial strand, the first row, as long as that fits underneath or over your head and on your neck comfortably, that's where you can go from this. You just need it to be a multiple of 12. Now, to create a foundation single crochet, you chain 3, 1, 2, 3. You go into that very first stitch you made. You pull up a loop, okay, you chain 1, that counts as the chain row, so what we're building is a chain and a single crochet row at the same time, and then you make your single crochet, okay, that is 1 stitch, okay, you go back into the bottom, there should be 2 stitches, you want to get into both of those, pull up a chain, now you gotta chain 1, single crochet. You see that? That was 2 stitches. Turn your work. You need to get into both of those bottom stitches. Pull up a loop. Chain 1. And then pull off both stitches. That counts as a single crochet. That's 3 stitches. Okay. And I know if you have not done this stitch before, it is a bit fiddly. And it feels weird and it feels foreign. It's going to take you a while if you've never done the stitch before. If you just cannot manage to get this stitch right and you don't have a problem with your chain twisting, you can go ahead and chain 72, or whatever your multiple is, and then do single crochets on top of it. It will be the same. I have a really hard time twisting my chain, so I would rather build a row of the foundation stitches instead. And this was really hard for me to learn, and it was really fiddly. So if you're having a hard time, I did too, and now look how fast I can go. Okay, it just takes practice, and don't beat yourself up if you can't get it, because it's weird. This part specifically is trying to get through both of those little stitches, because down here there's actually 3 strands. There's actually 3 strands, and you want to get between the 2, and then there's 1 on this side. Okay, chain 1, single crochet, and we need 72 of these stitches, and I'm not counting at all, so I'm going to have to go back and count. So I'm going to pause, I'm going to count, and I will meet you when I have 72 stitches on my hook. Alright, so we have 72. We want to make sure that this is all facing the same direction. Okay, that's our neckline. And then the way that I connect a foundation single crochet is I go in to the bottom of the stitch here. This is where we would normally single crochet out of. Okay, so when you go in, like you're going to make another stitch, and then go in here, make sure your stitches are not twisted where that knot is, where we first made the row, pull up a stitch. Now you have 2 on there, and then go into that first chain 3 that we created, pull through that, and pull through the other 2 stitches, and you have connected it. And what I like to do is also take that tail and pull it through and just make a slip knot, so we're double connecting that bottom stitch. I don't know why I like to do that. It's not necessary, but I just like to do that. Alright, now for this row, we're just gonna chain 1, double crochet in that same stitch, and double crochet in every stitch all the way around. And if you've never made a foundation row before, like the foundation single crochet, these stitches are much looser than a regular single crochet chain row. It's another reason why I like making the foundation row, is because it keeps everything nice and loose and stretchy, and I don't know, it's more comfortable. It's more comfortable to stitch in, it's more comfortable to wear. So just double crochet all the way around. So you should essentially still have 72 stitches. Here my foot is squeaking. It's sitting on the bottom of the chair and it's like squeaking. You can tell I'm fidgety. One of the downsides of working from a big giant ball like this is it takes extra effort to center pull, and it just absolutely does not fit on my pendulum. It's just too big. Double crochet. That's what it should look like. Alright, we made it all the way around. We're going to put our last double crochet in. We're going to slip stitch in the top of the first double crochet we made. That is our neckline. Alright, I need a pen. I need to mark off. This is why I say have a pen handy. I need to mark off what row we just did. Alright, we did that one. We did double crochet in each. Alright, we are on row 2. Row 2, let me pull out some more yarn. Alright, row 2, this one's real easy. You are going to chain 1. You are going to double crochet, chain 1, and double crochet in the next stitch all the way around. Chain 1, double crochet. Chain 1, double crochet. Okay. Oh, I am off camera. Sorry. Camera's not close enough. We're just chain 1, double crochet in each stitch. Chain 1. We're not skipping any stitches. You should still have 72 double crochets, but you should also have, or 72 double crochets, and then you should have a chain in between each one of those 72 double crochets. It will look like this. Okay, is creating the outward motion. So don't forget your chain 1 in between your double crochets. Chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, all the way around. Double crochet, chain 1. Got a sore throat already. It's that time of year, guys. My allergies go into full force. Alright. Let's continue that all the way to the end of the row. And I'll meet you back. Your last stitch should be a chain 1 and then connect it to slip stitch to the very first double crochet of the row. Alright, we made it all the way around. We put our last our last chain in there. We're going to single crochet into that very first double crochet that we made. Alright. That was row 3. Right? No, that was row 2. Alright, row 3. This row is very much like the last row. And the next several rows are very similar. So, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch. If you prefer to do a chain 4, you can do that. I'd rather chain 1 and then do a double crochet on top of it. Chain 1, and in the next double crochet put a double crochet. Chain 1, in the next double crochet put a double crochet. Okay, so that's what it should look like. So we're going to chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet all the way around. It's exactly like the last row, except we're putting the double crochets in the previous double crochets. The chains should stack on top of the chains. Double crochet stack on top of the double crochets. It's really that simple. These first several rows are really ridiculously easy. It's kind of much of the same. You might change how many double crochets or how many chains you're doing, but it's pretty much follow suit. Continue as, well, as directed, but you know what I mean. Alright, I'll meet you at the end of the row, since this doesn't really need explanation beyond single crochet, double crochet, or not single crochet. Chain 1, double crochet all the way around. Alright, we got our last chain 1. We're going to slip stitch into the top of the double crochet. Chain 1, mark our row. Alright, so now we are going to double crochet in the same stitch, chain 2, double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 2, all the way around. So double crochet in the double crochets, chain 2, skip the chain space, double crochet in the top. That's what that should look like. And if it starts to ruffle, that's okay, because it's going to be a ruffly design. Double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the top of the double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the top of the double crochet, chain 2, alright, I'll meet you at the end of this row, because it's really that simple. Double crochet, chain 2, double crochet. Alright, we're at the end of the row, so we're going to do our chain 2, slip stitch in the top of that double crochet. Come on. There we go. Alright, chain 1 again. We're on row, I think this is 5. We're going to double crochet in that same stitch, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet in this stitch, chain 2, and then put 2 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the next stitch. So that's the repeat all the way around. Double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2. So we're alternating. Every other double crochet will either be 1 or 2. Chain 2 in between all of them. Okay, so it should look like that. 2 double crochet, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, all the way around. So like I said, these first several rows are so easy. You just have to keep track of what row you're on, Make sure you're putting the stitches in the right place. It's all just double crochets and chains at this point. Two chains, 2 double crochets, chain 2, just 1 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochets, chain 2. All right, I'll meet you at the end of the row. Alright, so my stitch count is a little bit off. I don't know if I made a mistake somewhere. It doesn't matter. It's not going to matter in the grand scheme of things. It'll be fine. So, chain 2, single crochet, chain 2. Now essentially this should have ended in a 2 double crochets instead of just 1 because there's only 1 here, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm going to slip stitch and join just like we have. That's what it looks like so far. And yes, it is roughly. It's supposed to be roughly. That's how we designed it. Alright. Done with that row. Next, double crochet. I'm just going to do double crochet in that first stitch. And because I messed up, actually, because my stitch count is off, no, we're still going to do it. We're going to just continue on. Double crochet, chain 2, and now in these, we're going to turn this into a V-stitch. So in between these 2 double crochets, we're going to put a V-stitch, which is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet in the same stitch. Okay? We're still going to chain 2, and in the single crochet we're going to put, or that's not a single crochet, in the double crochet we're going to still put our double crochet post, chain 2, and in between the 2 double crochets we're going to put a V-stitch, which is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. We're going to do that all the way around. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and in the 2 double crochets in between those 2 we're going to put a V-stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 2, and in the double crochet we're going to put just 1 double crochet. We'll see how that's building. Okay, just continue on. Chain 2, in between, remember going in between the double crochets, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Ooh, my daughter must be cooking breakfast. Something smells good. Although it's technically lunchtime, so she's probably cooking lunch. Ooh. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, V-stitch, chain 2, double crochet. And you're going to notice, because we're putting increases in every one of these rows, the rows are going to get longer and take longer the further down the garment you go. So the first couple rows went by real fast. The next set of rows are starting to go a little bit slower, taking a little bit longer. That's okay. This is an easy enough project that we can take our time and just really enjoy it. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, V-stitch between the posts. Alright, I almost did chain 2 there. Try not to do that, because you get so busy making the chain 2s in between the stitches, you want to put a chain 2 there. Remember, that's a chain 1. Alright, I'll meet you at the end of the row. Alright, end of the row. Slip stitch to join. chain 1. Alright, next row we're going to repeat this row. So double crochet, chain 2, in the V-stitch make a V-stitch, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet in the top of the double crochet, chain 2, repeat, rinse and repeat. Just same thing. Just repeat the last row. Alright, we're at the end of the row. Slip stitch to join. Chain 1. Mark our row because we just finished that one. Alright, now this row's going to change slightly. So we're in double crochet, chain 2, and go over here into the V-stitch, and this time we're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. I know you're thinking, where the heck is the pineapple? The pineapple is coming. We're building the pineapple. We're building the place where the pineapple is going to be in between, and to do that we have to expand this out. Alright, we're still going to chain 2. Nope. Hang on. Rewind. Sorry. I'm sorry. Alright. That first double crochet, we're going to chain 1. In between the double what I do? I didn't go back far enough. Alright. Chain 1. Double crochet, chain 1. Now we're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets. So now we have a split shell. So we went from a V-stitch to a split shell. Okay? So we're going to double crochet, chain 1, split shell. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, chain 1, in the V-stitch put our split shell, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and the top of the double crochet put a double crochet. Alright, that's what this row should look like. See that? Alright. Rotate around. So chain 1, split shell, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, in the split or in the V-stitch put a split shell, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and the regular double crochet. So you can see there's a pattern like all the way up. If there's a double crochet, we're just going to double crochet in it, and then these stitches are eventually like spreading out. See that? So we started where it was just a double crochet, and then it split, and then split, and then split, and now splitting even more. Okay, so these are technically our increase areas. See how that looks? It's going whoop. Alright, chain 1, and then we put the split shell, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, split shell. Alright, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and once again I will meet you at the end of the row. You're doing fantastic. Your work looks beautiful. Keep going. We got this. We got this. Alright, this is where I actually got to take my headphones off for this and concentrate. We're going to slip stitch to join. This is where everything gets changed up, okay? We're going to chain 1 and put a single crochet right there. Single crochet. Okay? I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And in here, we are going to put 3 double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 3 double crochet. So in the split shells, we have an even bigger split shell. Okay? 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay? Are you following? Bigger split shell, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. When we get to that double crochet post, we are going to single crochet. Chain 3. And in the split shell, we're going to put a bigger split shell, which is 3 double crochet. 2, chain 2. 3 double crochet. All in that split shell. Chain 1, 2, and 3. And in the double crochet, put a single crochet. Single crochet. That is what this row is going to look like. Boop. Boop. Okay. Chain 3 after the single crochet. And in the split shell, put a bigger split shell. 3 double crochet. Chain 2. 3 double crochet. Chain 3, 3, put a single crochet in the double crochet, chain 3, in the shell put a bigger shell, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 3, put a single crochet in the top of the double crochet, chain 3, just going to continue this all the way around, a bigger shell, bigger split shell, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the top of the double crochet, chain 3, put another bigger shell. Continue this around till you get to the beginning of the row. And I will meet you at the end of this row. This is where every single row is going to be just different. It's just going to be different. As we are making room, we're preparing to put in the pineapples. Alright, I'll meet you at the end of the row. Alright, we're at the end of the row. Now, because I told you guys my stitch count has been off this whole time, I'm skipping this. If you don't have an extra post there, don't worry about it. I'm skipping it to make my count even. So, there we go. Won't even be able to tell. Well, you might be able to tell, but it'll be fine. So I just slip stitched into the single crochet of that row. Now, is this round 10? Yes, sir. All right. We are going to chain 1 and put a single crochet there once again to start our row. Then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. And then in the shell here, we are going to put 7 double crochet. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we're going to chain 3. And in the single crochet, we're going to put another single crochet. And we're going to chain 3. So the repeat for this row is 7 double crochet in the split shell. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 double crochet, chain 3, single crochet in the single crochet of the last row, chain 3 again. This is what this row is looking like, okay? This is going to be the top part of the pineapple. The pineapple! We're calling it a pineapple. Alright, so 7 double crochet, 7 double crochet in the split shell, chain 3, single crochet in the single crochet, so where all the double crochet rows are at, single crochet, chain 3 again, 7 double crochets, chain 3, single crochet, chain 3, 7 double crochet, all the way across this row. Could not be easier. The hardest part of this whole pattern is keeping track of what row you're on, but that's why we have our pen and paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This color is kind of pretty. Chain 3, single crochet, chain 3 again, 7 more double crochet. I'm really liking this color. I wasn't too sure on it because the other pineapple poncho I did with that variegated yarn, and I had my heart set on variegated. I think this would be gorgeous in all white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Excuse me. Chain 3, single crochet. I'll meet you at the end of the row when we're done with all these beautiful shells. Just keep going and I'll meet you back here. Alright. I gotta turn my volume down. I was rocking out to some music. Alright. We're gonna slip stitch. I can't concentrate on this and do that. Alright, now let me look at my notes. We're going to chain 3, it says 1, 2, 3. And then we are going to put another double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochets in that same single crochet stitch. So we're putting a split shell there. Okay, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets in. This is supposed to say single crochet. This says double crochet. Let me just double correct that. All right. All right, now. Yeah, we're doing it right. We're doing it right. I gotta double check. Now, in each one of these double crochets of the shell, all right, I'm making sure I had that right. So, in the top of the double crochet, we're gonna put double crochet. We're gonna chain 1, and in the next double crochet, we're gonna put double crochet, chain 1, next crochet or next double crochet, chain 1. So, what we're doing is we're still doing the fan. But we're making the fan bigger by putting a chain 1 in between there. So every one of these double crochets should have double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, all the way in the fan. So we're just expanding the fan. We're making it a bigger fan. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then when you get to the end of the fan, put a double crochet and then go over to the single crochet and put 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets in that single crochet stitch. This is what it will look like. It's going to be a split shell, a fan, split shell. We're going to go all the way across doing that. I got to change my battery, so I'll be right back. Alright, now we continue on with the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, all the way across the shell, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So you should have 7 double crochets with a chain 1 in between all of them. And then we get to the last double crochet. Don't chain anything, just go over to that single crochet and put a split shell, which is 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet. That's what that looks like. When you get to the big shell, we're going to do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, all the way across. We got to the 7th double crochet, we're just going to do a double crochet. Skip over to the single crochet and put our split shell, 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, and then back to the double crochet chain 1s. Alright, I will meet you at the end of the row because I think you got this. Split shell. Alright, made it around that row. That row took a while. Alright, so we're going to slip stitch to join in the first split shell. I'm going to grab my pink pen and mark off that row that we just finished. Alright. Let me double check where we're at. I'm going to slip stitch over into the center of the split shell. My notes are not real thorough, so I need to make sure that before I give you guys the notes that I check these. Chain 3. Let me look at my notes are not real clear on that one. Oh, I got it. 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 I think I got it, yeah. Let me double check. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Alright, yeah, I got it. I got it. Alright. We're going to chain 3. Counts as a double crochet. We're going to put another double crochet in the middle. We're in the split shell. Okay? And I'm off camera apparently. Chain 2. Yeah. 2 more double crochet in the split shell. So we have a split shell that is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet in the split shell of the previous row. We're going to chain 3, 2, and 3. And now we are going to be working in between the posts here. So see how the split shell is here? And there's kind of, this is not a space that we're going to be working in. Okay. So we're going to skip the 2 double crochets in this space. We're going to be working in this one. So chain 3 and single crochet in that first space, and then chain 3 again, 2 and 3. Is it 3? No, chain 6. 4, 5, 6. So chain 3 here, and then single crochet into the first part. This shell is turning it into a pineapple. Okay, so chain 6 here, and then we're going to put a single crochet in between the double crochets. Chain 6 again, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Put a single crochet in between those 2 double crochets again. Chain 6 again. In between the next 2 double crochets, put a single crochet. It's going to look real weird like this. Okay, so here's our split shell. Here's our pineapple. This is our chain 3 space. This is going to be part of the pineapple, okay? Chain 6 again. Go in between the double crochets and put another single crochet. Chain 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then go in between that last 2 double crochets of this shell. Alright? So you should have, at this point, the split shell and a chain 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 chain 6 spikes. Alright? Now, we're back to this point where here's the split shell, and here's that last double crochet of the shell, or of the big shell. We're going to chain 3 there. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to do the split shell again, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. We're still making the split shell, except we added an extra space in there, right? We have that. Chain 3 again after the split shell, 3. Now we're back to the shell, and in this space, this space, this space, this space, this space, and this space, we're going to do, so we're going to connect here and put a single crochet. So see, this is a split shell. This is the space we're ignoring, and this is the beginning double crochet of the shell. Chain 3 after the split shell, single crochet here, and then do chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go in between the next 2 double crochets and put a single crochet. Chain 6. Go between the next 2 shells and put a single crochet. Chain 6. Go between the next 2. Put a single crochet. Chain 6. Go between the next 2, put a single crochet, chain 6. This is the last 2 double crochets. So once again, we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spikes, a shell, chain 3, 5 spikes. We're back to this part where this is the last double crochet of the shell, and this is the split shell. So we're going to ignore this part. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go into the split shell and put 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Chain 3. We're ignoring this hole right there, remember? Go in here, put a single crochet, and then chain 6. And in between these 2, you put a single crochet. Just continue that around, and yes, it's going to look roughly. It's not going to be real beautiful, but as you go on, these stitches are going to pull down, and they're going to become this part of the pineapple. So you see the pineapples like here. It's the pineapple. So split shell, chain 3, single crochet, chain 6, single, chain 6 single, chain 6 single, chain 6 single, chain 6 singles, chain 3, split, chain 3. Just repeat that around. Okay? If you're in the shell, make sure you're doing chain 6s. If you're going into the split shell, make sure you have a chain 3 before and after, and a chain 2 in the middle right there, okay? Alright, I'll meet you at the end of this row. Alright, that is... Ooh, we are approaching the end of this row. You want to talk about how long that took? I'm in the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the last shell before we close off. Man, I got a workout. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm tired. That one was like a lap around the moon. That row was so long. 4, 5, 6. Just kept going and going. All right, then 1, 2, 3. We slip stitch to join. All right, cross off our next row. Let's see. All right. All right, I think I know what I'm doing. Yep. All right, so this next, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. The next, I don't know, 4 or 5 rows is going to be a whole lot of the same of this. So I'm not going to actually show you all of those rows. What I'm going to show you is what is going to happen, okay? So we're slip stitch back to the center of the split shell, chain 3 again. This is going to be for the next several rows. So let's put another double crochet in there. Just this is exactly the same as the last row. We're going to chain 2. 2 double crochets in there. Okay. Now, because we are on row 13, so for this row right here, we did the shell and then a chain 3. For the next row, we're doing a shell and a chain 4. And because the way this is set up, this row will have a chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, slip stitch, or not, no, single crochet, not slip stitch, in that first loop. Okay, so let me take that out. Here's the split shell. You see this? This is the chain 3 from the last row. So we're going to go here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these points, right? We're going to single crochet here, chain 6, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet. Okay? But because there's 5 here, we're not going to have 5 for the next row. Okay? So we're going to put single crochet, chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next V, or whatever you want to call it, the spike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next spike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet in the next spike. Okay, so this row we have the shell, chain 4, and we have 4 spikes. Then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and in the split shell we're still going to do the normal split shell. I have to sneeze, hang on. Excuse me. So we're going to put the shell, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 4. Now our next row after this, we're going to put a chain 5 in between the shells, and then we're only going to have 3 shells. So we're going to have 3 points. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then for the row after that, so every row After this row, we're going to do a chain 4, pineapple. The next row after that is going to be chain 5, pineapple, shell. Okay, so every row is going to be the same. The only thing you're changing is the amount of stitches here. So this row is 4, the next row will have 5, the next row after that will have 6, and then we'll have a row with 7. And every time this one increases by 1, the amount of spikes we have is going to decrease by 1. So we have 4 spikes for this row, the next row will have 3, the next row will have 2, and the next row will only have 1. Okay, so it's really, the hardest part of this is just making sure that you get where you're at. You need to pay attention to where you're at. That's why I made a double shells here. This is the part where everybody messes up on, is here at the beginning or the end of the pineapple. Because the pineapples are here. That's a pineapple. Okay, and then the split shells will separate the pineapples. And the only thing that is really changing is this, the chain in between the shell and the pineapple, and the amount of, well, they kind of look like diamonds. Okay, so for this row we have chain 4. Let's see, we're skipping over this part. If you need to pull your work apart and lay it on the table, you do that. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and single crochet, chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, single crochet in the next diamond, chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, go to the next diamond, single crochet, chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, single crochet, 1 2 3 4 5 6, single crochet, and then chain 4, 1 2 3 4, because the shell is next. 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 4, 2 3 4, and after the shell, we skip this part. We're only going for the diamond. And I know that kind of looks like a diamond. It's not a diamond. It's not a diamond. And as we go on, the next row and the next row, these will get longer, so they won't look as much like a diamond. I'll show you this one. So see, we have, let's see, we're 1 2 3 4, we're on this row. This pink row right here, I know it's really hard to see. And then see, these get longer as they go on. And so you get longer and longer and longer, and the pineapple takes its shape this way. Okay? Oh, I can't believe we've gotten this far so far. We're doing fantastic. You're doing a good job. Let's keep going, okay? So make sure you skip the chain between the shell and the pineapple and go into the pineapple. And you'll see the pineapple will stick way up further. Chain 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6, top of the pineapple, single crochet, 1 2 3 4 5 6, top of the pineapple, single crochet, 1 2 3 4 5 6, top of the pineapple, single crochet, 1 2 3 4 5 6, top of the pineapple, single crochet. Now we did that pineapple, okay, the shell pineapple. So now it's time to chain 4, 1 2 3 4, and do the shell. When you get to the end of this row, if you want to jump ahead of me, you can, and just do, the next row will be chain 5 in between the shells, but everything else will be exactly the same. So you'll have a chain 5, shell, chain 5, single crochet, chain 6, etc. And then the row after that will be a chain 6, and the row after that will be a chain 7. And as you go, there'll be less bumps, but more chains in between the shell and the pineapple. Okay? You got this. I believe in you. Alright, we reached the end of the row. We are going to slip stitch to join. We're going to slip over, oh, get on camera, Jen, into the center of the split shell. We're going to chain 3, and just like I described to you earlier, much earlier today, in the last clip, we're going to put the split shell. So we're going to put 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. We are now going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to go over to, lay this flat so you can see. This is the chain 4. Okay. It's connected to this. We're going to go over here. We're going to chain 5, single crochet, or yeah, chain 5, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet, chain 6, single, chain 6, single, chain 5, shell, etc. So the chain 5 there. We're going to go over into that in single crochet, and then this is the pineapple, so we're going to chain 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Put that up so that's further away, so we can actually pull the yarn out at a reasonable rate. Go to the next little diamond shape, single crochet, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go over to the next diamond, single crochet, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the next diamond section, single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because the shell is next, and we're going to go into the shell. We're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and because we're coming out of the shell, we're going to do chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what the next row will have us looking like. See how the pineapple is starting to take shape right here? And these stitches, the more we go on, will pull outward like this. And so it might look all like wrinkly and like crazy. That's alright, because the more stitches we put in, it will pull those down. Okay? So we have the shell at the beginning, chain 5, skip over this. We have the 1, 2, 3 point, oop. We have the 3 points of the pineapple now, and in the next row we'll have the 2 points for the pineapple. The chain 5 shell, chain 5. Yeah. Skip the part coming out of the shell, go over to the pineapple, single crochet, chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet in the next. And these are chain 6 spaces we're single crocheting into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet. Now we're approaching the shell, so we need to do a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do the shell, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, because the chain 5 goes into the shell and comes out of the shell, and then the chain 6s are part of the pineapple. The pineapple. Just making sure everybody can see what we're doing here, okay? So we are ignoring this one. We go here, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet. Okay. Now, and then the next row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, will be chain 6s all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because every time the pineapple comes in another row, this row gets longer. So we had 3, 4, 5 chains. The next row will be 6, and the row after that will be 7 chains. And it helps because the pineapple shrink in this way, so it brings the stitches that way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet in the chain 6, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put our shell in. Alright, I think you guys have this because it's exactly the same as the last row except chain 5 between the shell and the pineapple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will finish this off, this row, and we'll come back and do the next row. Just make sure you pull it apart. If it looks like this, you're doing it right. Okay? These should look like that. Should look like that. Okay? And like I said, these will pull down. And it will pull when the stitches go. So it won't be so bunched up. Alright, continue on. I'll meet you at the end of the row. Alright. We are at the end of this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then slip stitch to join. Slip stitch over into the center of the stitch. Chain 1, single crochet. No, not single crochet. What am I doing? I'm sorry guys, it is late. I've been doing this all day. It's late. Chain 3, 2, 3. Another double crochet. Chain 2, 2 more double crochets. Now this is the row where everything is 6s. Everything is 6s. So from the shell, we do chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We slip stitch over. We don't slip stitch. We single crochet in the first diamond area. Should look like that. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the next diamond area. Single crochet. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the next area. Single crochet. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, off camera. 5, 6. I need to push you guys away from me a little bit. See if that helps. Chain 6. Skip this chain 5 from the previous row. Do the split shell. 2 double crochet. Chain 2. 2 double crochet. My ball is starting to flatten, so it's getting harder to center pull. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip this chain 5. Come over here, put a single crochet. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the next diamond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the next diamond. Now for this row, we should have the split shell, the 2 diamonds. So this is the part that's connecting the shell to the diamonds. I'll show you over here. It's a little bit easier to see because I stretch that part out. So you have the split shell here, and then this is the body of the pineapple right here. See that? It looks like a little frog face. I'm a frog! Rah, 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 rah. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Actually, it should probably be this way. Oh. Stop playing with your yarn. You're being weird. Alright. So all the way around, just do a chain 6. And then the next row, guess what? This turns into a chain 7. And then we only have to go chain 6 here. Boop. Chain 7, shell. Chain 7, single crochet, chain 6, boop. That's the next row. And then, oh, the next part's easy after this. We're almost to the easy part, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shell. We're almost to the easy part. After all of this counting, we are going to be rewarded, and the whole bottom half of the poncho is just going to be double crochets in the round. 3, 5, 6. And that makes everything easier. And boy, do I welcome that. 3, 4, 5, 6. I welcome that, because after all of this keeping track of everything and counting and the chaining, when you get to the part where it's double stitching, yeah, it just makes life so much more simple. So continue this around. Chain 6, shell, chain 6, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet, chain 6, shell, etc. till you reach the other side. The next row, if you want to skip ahead, is going to be chain 7, same thing. These will be chain 7s. It's all that's changing. Well, and the fact that you only have one loop at that point. This is why I like the pineapple stitch, because even if you lose track and you're not counting, as long as you count you know that these are going to be 6, and you know what this row is, this part is easy. You just have to, every row it's like one less diamond. So you have 2 diamonds in this row, 3 diamonds in this row, 4 diamonds in this row, 5 diamonds in this row. And the last row has the little peak. Easy peasy rice and cheesy. Alright, continue on, finish this row, and I'll be back. Alright, I'm on my last 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Slip stitch to join. Slip stitch up into the shell like we have done every other row. Chain 3, double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochets after that in the same stitch, exactly the same as we have done all the other rounds. These ruffles are getting a bit much, aren't they? Alright, so now instead of the chain 6, we're doing a chain 7 after the shell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Still skipping that. Going up to the top of the pineapple. Single crochet, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the last stitch of our pineapple. That is the top of our pineapple. Alright, it's chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go to the shell. We'll put a shell. Two double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. You see the pineapple now? There's the pineapple. There's your pineapples right here. That's the bottom of the pineapple. This is like the little top part of the pineapple. I know it's upside down in your roll. Hang on. Rotate. There we go. See the pineapple now? The pineapple. I can't fit you all on screen. That's the pineapple. That's the pineapple. There's your pineapple. Alright, I'm excited that we got the last of the pineapple done. Just try not to bring too much crap over with the yarn. Now, this row could not be any easier. It's chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip that one. Go over to the top of the pineapple. Single crochet, chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to the next stitch there. That's your top of your pineapple. Let me raise you guys up so you can see a little bit better. Alright, there we go. Does that help? Yes, it did. Alright. Chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Skip this. We'll go over to the shell. Put a split shell, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. I am trying to over explain in the hopes that someone who is having a hard time will understand where everything goes. Chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip that. We'll go over here. This is the pineapple. Single crochet, chain 6, single crochet, chain 7, shell, and so on and so forth and what have you. Chain 6. Just repeat this all the way around. Chain 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, shell. All right. I'm going to let you continue this row. I'm going to mark that we're doing this row. Then the next row, let's see. Yeah, the next row gets a little bit easier, I think. I can't read what I wrote, but it's going to be fine. Well, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Continue this row, and we will be back. We are really close. We are really close. If you look at this one, we just did, actually, this one. I messed up on this one because I was about to show you a mistake right there. So we are right here on the pineapple. We're doing this row. So all we have is one row of chaining to connect all of these. And then we start the double crochets. So we have this row, one more row of chaining, and then we can start on the double crochet. And boy, am I looking forward to that, because it has been a super long day today, and I am ready to be on to the next part, and I'm tired of chaining. So with that, I will see you in the next row. Yeah, I'll be right back. All right, we are at the end of that last row. We are going to once again slip stitch to join. I forgot I put you guys up so high. We're going to slip stitch over into the shell. Right, let's see. All right, we're going to chain 1 and single crochet in the center of the shell. I'll bring you guys down closer. Whoop! This part is not real complicated. I just dropped my headphones. Hang on, hang on. Headphones down. This part is actually the easiest part of the whole thing. It's just chaining all the way around. It's just chaining. Okay, so we put our single crochet in the shell. We're going to chain, I have 10. Chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull out some extra yarn. We're gonna skip this and go into the top of the pineapple there. We're gonna put a single crochet. We're gonna chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna skip this chain. We're gonna go over to the top of the shell and we're gonna put a single crochet. That is the repeat all the way around. We're just creating something that we're gonna double crochet off of. So this is where it starts to get really easy, okay? Chain 10 single crochet in here, chain 10 single crochet in here, chain 10 single crochet in there, okay? That's all there is to it. The next row, we are going to put double crochets in each one of those stitches. So for every 10 of these, you do double crochet. That's pretty much the end of the pattern. And you're going to create you're going to continue. I weaved in my hair. I crocheted in my hair. We are going to do double crochets in every stitch until we run out of yarn or until we have the thickness that we want around the bottom. But yeah, that's all there is to it. So chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go over to the top of the pineapple, single crochet. Chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go to the top of the shell, single crochet. All the way around. All the way around. It's that simple. That's all you're doing. come back and we'll do some double crochets together. All right, we are on the last 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll go over to where the single crochet is and slip stitch in there to join. Now, the rest of this garment, I'm not going to show you much more than a couple of stitches right here because you guys got this. You've done all this. This is the easy part, okay? We're going to chain 1. And in this stitch right here, we're going to put a double crochet. Matter of fact, in every chain, all the way around, just put a double crochet, okay? You should have 10 double crochets in between the 2 single crochets. Ignore the single crochet, that does not actually exist. I mean, it does, but it doesn't exist for this row. Just double crochet. Now, if you wanted, you could double crochet around like that, but your stitches are going to slide, and I don't suggest that. Actually put your double crochets in the chain all the way around. Give them some place to hold on to. We all need something to hold on to, right? Just double crochet all the way around. When you make it around to this side, slip stitch, chain 1, double crochet around. Keep going with the double chain or the double crochet row until either A, you run out of yarn, or B, you figure that's enough. Okay, so I'm skipping that single crochet. I go around, just double crochet in every one of those chain stitches. That's what that will look like. And did you notice something magical happened? Like, it was real wrinkly and like pulling up on itself and curling, but as soon as we put that chain space in, it pulled the stitches apart, and now we can see the pineapple. Do you see how magic that is? I mean, we still have, it's ruffly. It's meant to be ruffly, but them stitches open right up and pulled down just from doing that last chain row, the 10 chain, because it held all the stitches in place. It put them where they needed to be, right? All right, and now, like I said, you're still gonna have ruffles. It's meant to be ruffly. That's the way it was designed. Double crochet in the round. We're gonna do a swap out. This is the other one. This is the first one that I made. See, I just went until I felt like that was thick enough. Honestly, I stopped when I got bored. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 6 rows of double crochet in the round. Just keep double crocheting, double crocheting, double crocheting until it's a good thickness, until it's the length you want, until you get bored, until you run out of yarn, whatever. Like, this part is up to you. That's the end of the tutorial, though. And now you have a beautiful pineapple poncho. Thank you so much for watching, for joining me, for making your own poncho. I would love to see. I totally hope I don't knock my cup over because I totally hooked my straw through the poncho. That would have been a disaster. We'll try and lay it out. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you make this, show me. I would like to see it on all of the social medias. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.